One of these EVs costs about 4 cents a mile to run. Another looks cheap on the sticker, then bleeds you dry on insurance and repairs. Because the cheapest EV to buy and the cheapest EV to own are almost never the same car. And number one, a car most people already wrote off. Let's get into it. Number 7. Tesla Model 3, 2021 to present. America's best-selling electric sedan is the cheapest car here to drive, and one of the most expensive to insure. Both of those are true at the same time, and that gap is why it's only number 7. The good is genuinely brilliant. Around 4 miles per kilowatt hour in the real world. Call it 4 cents a mile, at the roughly 17-cent US average, so scale it to your rate. About $500 a year to fuel, and the maintenance is almost nothing. No oil, no belts. Regan's so gentle the original pads outlast the car. Then the catch buyers never see. Premiums are among the highest in the class because the repair bills are brutal. A cracked windshield means recalibrating the cameras behind it, and a minor collision can write off a structural section that costs a fortune to replace. They budget for cheap electricity and forget the insurance renewal that undoes it. Want one? Target a 2021 or newer rear-wheel drive car, 20 to 30,000 used. From 2022, it runs an iron phosphate battery you can charge to full daily. But get an insurance quote before you fall in love. The Tesla's running costs are real, but it stings you on the insurance renewal. The next car sips even less energy, and it doesn't come with the same repair bill tax. Number 6. Hyundai Ioniq 6, 2023 to present. If the goal is spending as little as possible per mile, this is the efficiency champion of the group. It's shaped like a raindrop on purpose, and that obsession turns straight into money. Around 4 miles per kilowatt hour even on the highway, where most EVs fall apart. The EPA pegs its annual energy cost near $650. Best in class and backed by a 10-year battery warranty, so the priciest part of the car isn't your risk for a decade. The honest catch, like every car on Hyundai and Kia's platform, early builds had a fault in a unit called the ICCU, which feeds the 12-volt system. There's a recall for it. Not a reason to avoid the car, a reason to run the VIN and confirm the work's done before you pay. And that check is exactly what separates a bargain from a headache. The recall lookups, the battery health, the warranty transfer, the stuff that decides your real cost of ownership. I've put every one of them into a complete used EV buying guide that walks you through it step by step. Links in the description. The quiet win here. New Ioniq 6s have depreciated hard. Painful for the first owner, a gift for the second. Let someone else eat the drop and pick one up. Around $25,000 to $33,000. Efficiency is half the ownership equation. The next car pairs it with something the Ioniq 6 can't quite match. It's cheap to run and cheap to buy in the first place. Number 5. Chevy Equinox EV, 2024 to present. Almost every EV forces a trade-off. Cheap to buy means fragile. Efficient means expensive. This one refuses to pick, and that's why it's here. It's a properly sized family crossover with over 300 miles of range, running GM's Ultium platform with a standard heat pump, which keeps it efficient in the cold. Where a lot of EVs bleed range and money, and it's one of the most affordable electric SUVs on sale, starting in the mid-30s new and dipping toward the high 20s used. Low cost per mile, low buy-in, family-sized. On this list, that combination is rare. The honest caveats. It's a young model, so the earliest 2024 cars took a sharp early adopter depreciation hit. Again, your advantage as the second owner, not the first owners. Early software niggles were ironed out by later updates, so you want a car that's had them applied. And GM dropped Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for built-in Google. Some people don't care, some can't stand it. So decide which camp you're in before the test drive, not after. Buy Target, a used 2024 LT. Front-wheel drive for the best efficiency, ideally one that's already taken its depreciation. Confirm the software's current and the battery warranty transfers to you. That's the pick if you want space and low running costs together. The next one strips it back even further. It's the pick for someone who just wants the cheapest possible miles. Full stop. Number 4. Kia Niro EV, 2019 to present. This is the car I point budget buyers toward when they tell me they just want the electric bill to disappear and the car to never make them think about it. It's quietly, unglamorously efficient. Charging costs come in comfortably under $800 a year for a typical driver. And the total cost of ownership is about as low drama as EVs get. Same proven Hyundai Kia hardware underneath. A liquid-cooled pack. Conservative battery management. Wrapped in a sensible little crossover with a genuinely strong reliability record. Insurance is cheap because there's nothing exotic or fast to scare an underwriter. Parts are cheap. Depreciation's already gentle. The honest watch items are minor. On first-gen cars, DC fast charging tops out around 70-something kilowatts, so it's a slow road tripper. Fine if you charge at home and drive normal distances, mildly annoying on long highway runs. The 12-volt battery wants replacing every few years, which is a cheap job. That's about it. If you're still with me at number 4, you clearly take running costs as seriously as I do. A quick like and subscribe genuinely helps the channel keep these coming. By Target. A second-gen car from 2023 on for a bit more polish, or a clean 2020 to 2021 first-gen for the outright bargain. Either way, check the battery and powertrain warranty transfers. The Niro is the sensible cheap pick. The next car is quietly even cheaper to run, and almost nobody talks about it. Number 3, Hyundai Kona Electric 2019 to present. It spends its whole life being underestimated, and that's exactly why it's cheap to own. Nobody's chasing them, so used prices stay sensible. It's one of the most efficient small EVs on the road. Cheap to insure and mechanically close to that bulletproof Niro. Low cost per mile, low insurance, low fuss. Everything a total cost of ownership video is looking for. Here's the honest part, and it's where the smart money hides. The first-gen Kona, the 2019 to 2020 cars, was hit with a major battery recall a few years back. Sounds like a reason to run. For a used buyer, it's the opposite. Recalled cars had their packs replaced, so a sorted one is driving around on a newer battery with a fresh warranty clock, on a car that costs next to nothing. The rule is simple. Confirm the recall was actually completed before you buy, and you've turned a scary headline into a bargain. 2 things to know. First-gen fast charging is slow, so this is a home charging commuter's car. And the 2024 onward second generation fixes the charging and switches battery cells from the start, if you'd rather buy new and settled. By Target, a first-gen with the recall confirmed done. That's the value play. Or a second-gen 2024 or later for the newer hardware. Confirm the recall status and warranty transfer either way. The Kona is cheap to run and its battery story is settled. The next car is even cheaper, but its battery story is the entire catch. Number 2, Nissan Leaf, 2018 to 2025. On pure running costs, almost nothing beats a used one. Dirt cheap to buy. Some of the least expensive used EVs on the market, full stop. Efficient. Insurance is rock bottom because it's a modest, unremarkable hatchback. Drive one as a home-charged commuter, and your cost per mile is about as low as electric motoring gets. If the only question were cheapest EV to run around town, this wins outright. But this is a total cost of ownership video, and the Leaf is where I have to be completely straight with you, because the catch is a future cost, not a today cost. It's the one car here with an air-cooled battery and no active thermal management, so it degrades faster than the liquid-cooled cars, especially in hot climates, and there's no cheap fix short of a new pack down the line. On top of that, the older cars use the CHAdeMO charging standard, which is dying out, so public road trip charging is a real worsening problem. Add those together and the verdict is sharp. The Leaf is the cheapest EV to own if you charge at home and keep it local, and one of the more questionable if you live somewhere hot or need it to fast charge on trips. The use case makes or breaks the math. The redesigned Leaf fixes both with liquid cooling and a modern port, but that's a new car at a new car price. The total cost champion is the used 2018 to 2025. Bought with eyes open, by Target, a 40 kilowatt-hour car or the longer range 62 kilowatt-hour plus. And this is non-negotiable. Check the battery's state of health before you buy, not after. Healthy pack plus a home charger, it's a superb cheap commuter. A degraded one is a trap. The Leaf is cheap because it's flawed. The number one car is cheap and sorted, and it's the one most people walk straight past. Number 1, Chevy Bolt 2020 to 2023. Here's the surprise I promised you at the start. The genuine cheapest EV to own, and it's a car half the internet already wrote off. It does something nothing else on this list can. It wins on all 3 costs at once. It's efficient, around 3.5 to 4 miles per kilowatt hour, so it annihilates a long commute for pennies a mile. Call it 4 to 5 cents, less if your power's cheap. The depreciation has already happened. These sit around $9,000 to $18,000 used, so the brutal first owner value drop is somebody else's problem, not yours. You're buying in at the bottom, and then the part that seals it? Risk. You've heard the scary story. The battery fire recall that had owners parking outside a few years back. Real problem. But here's the twist. The fix was for GM to replace the battery modules, and in a huge number of cars, the entire pack, with a fresh 8-year, 100,000-mile warranty starting the day that new pack went in. So a sorted used Bolt isn't a damaged car. It's a car driving on a near-new battery, with fresh warranty cover for economy hatchback money. Cheap to buy, cheap to run, low risk? That's the total cost trifecta, and it's why this unglamorous little Chevy is the answer. Two honest notes. First-gen fast charging is slow, around 55 kilowatts, so it's a home charging commuter's champion, not a road tripper. And yes, there's a brand new second-gen Bolt on sale right now, around $30,000, with much faster charging. Good car, but it's a new car. It hasn't taken its depreciation yet, and on total cost, the already depreciated used one still wins comfortably. So the buy target on a 2020 to 2022 Bolt confirmed the recall pack was actually replaced. That's the one with a near-new battery and fresh warranty. A 2023 shipped with corrected cells from the factory, so it never needed one. Either way, you land on the same thing. A healthy battery, warranty in hand, and the cheapest car to own on this entire list. And that's the whole lesson. Before you go, the same honesty I'd want if it were my money. The cheapest EV to own always comes down to three things. A low energy cost per mile, so efficiency. Cheap parts and cheap insurance, so nothing exotic. And depreciation you don't personally eat. Either a used car that's already dropped or one that holds its value. Get all three and you've got a cheap car to live with. Miss one and the sticker price lies to you. And before anyone types it, yes, I know where the Model Y is. Most popular EV on the road, left off on purpose. Fine car, but its efficiency gets quietly undercut by pricier insurance, faster tire wear, and steeper repair bills. Cheap to drive, only average to own. The exact same trap as the Model 3 at number 7. Popular and cheap to run are not the same thing, and that gap is the whole point of this video. Now, I want to hear from you. Which EV genuinely surprised you on running costs once you actually owned it? And do you know your real cost per mile? Drop it in the comments. And if you're even thinking about buying a used EV, the full inspection and cost checklist is linked in the description. Subscribe and leave a like, because next time we're flipping this completely. The EVs that look like a bargain on the lot and quietly bankrupt you to own. I'll see you there.